Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing one of my favorite setups of the entire year. This month's theme is something I've been itching to try for the longest time: Christmas postage stamps. Tiny decorated borders, detailed frames, cozy winter scenes. The whole month feels like a letter that finally arrived at the perfect moment. So grab your markers, your warm drink, maybe some washi tape with some tiny stars on it, and let's dive in. So for the cover page, I really wanted to go all out with the stamps while also having a Christmas wreath kind of weaving through the stamped frames. Like the stamps all have parts of the wreath in it, and they all just come together beautifully. What I'm doing first is outlining all the stamped frames with a black outliner, making it fairly thick so I can make sure it sticks out when the colorful wreath comes into picture. If you were to ask me where I came up with this concept, I couldn't even tell you. All I knew from the beginning was that I wanted to do a postage stamp for my theme for specifically December, and that was it, and I just kind of took it and rolled with it. The wreath idea came when I was trying to think of what to fill the stamps with. I thought to myself that I didn't want to fill each stamp with an individual image like classic stamps are. I felt that it would have looked like something that I've done before in the past. So I thought, what if they were all a part of one big picture, which I guess kind of symbolically sums up what December is. All these individual stamps represent every moment of my 2025, and no matter how small a moment may be, it is still a part of my beautiful year. And I guess that's what I was trying to go for with this cover, to remind myself to look back sometimes and see all that has happened, appreciate it all, and how it's gotten me to this point in my life. I don't know, maybe this time of year really gets me in a reflective kind of mind space, and I just like to look back to see how much I've grown as a person, and especially as an artist. I know I started this account about 6 months ago, but I have been a part of this beautiful art community on and off for about several years now. But from the last 6 months alone, it is safe for me to say, personally, that I believe I've grown tremendously as an artist. Now, I'm not saying in like a skill level aspect, but more in confidence. And that has been something I've been struggling with for the longest time. I always compared myself to other artists and never felt that I matched to that standard and didn't really believe that I could get there. But from the last 6 months, I've grown more than I have in the last 5 years. I don't know if it's because this was the year I finally quit my job to do this full time, and it gave me a lot of time to build up that confidence, or if it was just all the love and support that I was receiving from you guys that pushed me to go harder and harder each time, or maybe it was both. But either way, I'm extremely grateful for this year because it put me in a place figuratively and mentally that I'm finally stable in. So from the bottom of my heart, I thank you guys. For the cover page, I decided to use lyrics from Christmas Dreaming, sung by Leve, which I believe is a cover. I think that there was a version sung by Frank Sinatra apparently, but Leve's was the first I heard of this song, and I love her style of it. It truly does feel really dreamy with the ways that she sings. And I can't help but resonate with the lyrics because I always get so excited for Christmas to come that I can't help but celebrate a little too soon sometimes. I truly try to wait until after Thanksgiving to start celebrating Christmas because I do want to give Thanksgiving its day. But, like, come on, I don't want only a month to feel this Christmas spirit. It's just not enough time, in my opinion, but I guess that's why it feels so special when it finally does come around. Like, this month is so stacked with Christmas activities, and I feel so happy that the month I've been waiting all year for is finally here. I just can't help myself sometimes, especially when Halloween is over. So I do agree with Leve and Mr. Sinatra that sometimes I can do Christmas dreaming a little early. With my cover and quote page all finished, we're going to move on to the calendar spread. For the calendar spread, we're keeping the calendar on one page this time and leaving space aside to jot down specific dates or tasks if needed, and filling it with more Christmas themed postage stamps all around. If you haven't noticed yet, I took a big step back in terms of paper manipulation and crafts for this month's theme, especially coming off of a really big month for November where almost all the spreads from last month had like a Dutch door, a foldable playlist, and like all that jazz. This month, I decided to keep everything on the simpler, cleaner side for two reasons. One, I feel that it would be a nice breather to end the year with and keep it more focused on the art itself. Two, I honestly just want to give myself a break because it's a really busy holiday season for me this year, and sometimes you don't want to do all the bells and whistles. So, if you ever feel overwhelmed with all these styles of journaling out there and think that you're not doing enough, as long as you love doing it and it's not stressing you out, then you are doing it right. Because all this is supposed to be fun and a nice way to give your mind time to breathe and just let creative juices flow. If you're stressing, then you're probably doing it wrong. Let journaling serve you, not the other way around. Like I said, I'm just leaving space aside to note down any important dates or tasks for this month rather than writing it on the actual calendar. So I drew these little taped up notes and colored them yellow to keep with whatever this color palette I got going on at the moment. Honestly, if you guys think that I thoroughly plan out every single color when I do these spreads, you are dead wrong. Although it would be a very type A thing of me to do, I cannot be like that with coloring, unfortunately. I really just go with what I'm feeling at the moment and what really looks right to my eye as a whole. I know that may not sound very professional of me, but I am in no way a professional in anything. I will say though, those who do know color theory and how to utilize it, I am very envious of. I feel that if I had that, I can use it as a tool in my mind to help make my art feel more dynamic. But that's future me's problem, possibly 2026. But right now, I am just chilling and going with what feels right, and it's quite fun. Like right now, for instance, I want that ornament to be red and yellow because I think it looks super Christmassy. And for the last postage stamp, I didn't want to draw anything on it because I feel that it would be too busy all on that side. So I'm just gonna do a simple crisscross pattern, and that's kind of where my mind goes when it comes to coloring and designing. What looks the best for me and for my eyes, because that's who it's for. With the calendar spread complete, let's move on to a spread I'm super excited about, my gift list. I never actually made a gift list before in all my years of bullet journaling, and I don't know why. Before, I just made a quick note on my phone or kind of just browsed through malls and stores to find what I want for my people. But this year, I'm doing something different where I want to make handmade gifts for my friends and family. So I figured this spread would be perfect for me to lay out all my ideas for each person, what their interests are, and overall a good place to organize my thoughts to help make my gifts this year. So for this spread, to stay on theme for postage stamps, I thought it would be neat to draw different kinds of envelopes and packaging as a way to single out each person and their gift ideas. For most of them, I'm drawing a little rectangle space in the upper corner that I can jot down the person's name, and then I'm adding in a tag that's attached to the bow, and that's where I would list out their gift ideas. Like I said, I'm going for nice, easy, and simple this month because the main goal is to really just help organize my thoughts so I can enjoy the most with my people. I feel like the spread can be a super cute way for people to track their gifts, so feel free to use this as inspiration for your gift list if you like. As I'm coloring these mini packages, I'm thinking about how gifts, especially handmade or thoughtfully chosen ones, feel a lot like letters. They're physical reminders that someone thought about you. They're like a hug you can wrap in paper. And I just love the feeling of giving someone a gift I know they would love. Gift giving is 100% my love language. It's my favorite way to show that I'm thinking of this person and I want them to have something that would make them feel happy. And one of the things I'm hoping for in 2026 is to continue building more intentional relationships. I want to be better about checking in on people, about celebrating small things, about nurturing friendships. And the spread, in its own quiet way, reminds me that connection isn't always about big gestures. Sometimes it's about these tiny, thoughtful moments. As I'm finishing the spread, I slowly start to realize that it's one of my favorites this month because it captures everything that I love about December: giving, receiving, connecting, and remembering. And who doesn't like getting a gift? that the gifts are sorted or at least aesthetically planned, let's move into the soundtrack of the month. For this spread, my playlist will be on the left and my December bucket list on the right. For the playlist, the songs will be on postage stamps while it's surrounded by colorful ornaments. When I was sketching this out, it got a little confusing overlapping everything. I basically drew everything on one plane, then decided which element went over or under another element, if that makes sense. Basically, I just wanted the stamps and ornaments to all look jumbled together. The ornament designs were kept pretty simple. I took some inspo from Pinterest and even from my own Christmas tree. That's right, I have my very own Christmas tree as an adult. One of the first things I wanted to do right on Thanksgiving Day was to put up the tree and decorate it with my boyfriend. It's so cute and simple. We stuck with a red and gold palette, so we found this huge pack of those colored ornaments from Home Depot. We also have a cute special ornament that we bought together. It's a tiny cow squishamallow ornament because we have a cow squishamallow at home, and it's probably my favorite one on the tree. And of course, our star. We actually found it while we were thrift shopping. And that's what I really love about our tree the most, that there's nothing extravagant about it at all, and yet it brings me such immense joy when I look at it. Ever since it's been up, we've been admiring our little 6-foot tree. Growing up, my family would have this huge 10 to 12-foot tree decorated so ornately with anything and everything you can think of. Ribbons, flowers, tinsel, and of course, ornaments. And don't get me wrong, it was beautiful, it was stunning. We take family pictures in front of it every year. Comparing that to my own tree this year, mine's definitely on the smaller, more simpler side, but I still think it's so beautiful and Christmassy on its own. It made me realize that starting now with my newly independent life, I will be making new kinds of memories this time of year, and that makes me so very excited going into 2026. While I'm coloring the ornaments, I'm adding a bit of dazzle to it by using my gold metallic pen. Honestly, that pen has been one of my favorite investments of this year. I've slowly been adding it as detailing to everything I draw because it just adds that extra oomph, especially with these ornaments. And what's a Christmas tree without a little sparkle? You'll probably see me use this pen all throughout my spreads for the rest of the month and most likely into next year. I love discovering new stationery that I can use very regularly. That's why my boyfriend has to physically drag me out of some stationery store sometimes. If not, I could really just spend all day there if I could. the most fun spread of all, the one that truly lets December be whimsical. The bucket list spread is always so fun to make, especially during this time of year because December is full of those little experiences that feel like traditions, even if they're random or new. I'm just creating a random assortment of doodles and captions. My main goal of the spread was to just make it look fun and inviting and hopefully push me to do all of it this month, possibly if I can. Some of the activities I already have specifically planned out, like the baking cookies activity. Earlier in the year, I told myself that I want to try baking a buttload of cookies, put them in cute Christmas themed tins, and share them with the people in my life. So I'm very excited about doing that really soon. My boyfriend has been gearing up for it with me. Tell me why this man bought me a stand mixer. And did I forgot to mention that it's a blue stand mixer, as in my favorite color. So yes, that's basically my Christmas present. We're making 3 different recipes of cookies that I saved from TikTok. So fingers crossed that it all works out and that they're at least edible. As I write and doodle these in, I realize most of these are small things, tiny joys. Most of them aren't complicated, they don't require a huge amount of effort, they're just things that make life feel full. And I think that's my biggest hope for 2026. A year made of small joys, not big pressure, not constant noise, just quiet moments that add up to something beautiful. And like I said, that's kind of what I was trying to go for with this whole postage stamp theme, that tiny things matter. Small moments can carry stories, and little pictures can hold whole feelings inside them, just like stamps. So here we have it, my December bullet journal setup, a month built out of tiny stamps and soft colors and little letters to myself. Thank you for hanging out with me today. If you enjoyed this setup and want to see more from me, I'm on Instagram, TikTok, Pinterest, Facebook, and of course YouTube at Dilly Doon Journals. Here's to a cozy, meaningful December and to a gentle arrival of 2026. Signed, sealed, delivered. I'll see you in the next one.